Hello everyone, myself Sachin Gaware from RBNB College, Shrampur. In today's lecture, we will start a new chapter from 11th Science. The chapter is Permutation Combination. Now, in this chapter, the basic and most important concept is a factorial notation. Factorial notation. Now, what is the meaning of factorial? For any natural number n, factorial of n is denoted by n factorial. Read it as a n factorial, or this is like this, n factorial. Usually we use the first notation. Now, what is the meaning of n factorial? Now, remember one thing, for any natural number n, factorial is defined on only on natural numbers. So, for any natural number n factorial is the product of all natural numbers from n and less than n up to 1. Or you can say that n factorial is the product of all natural numbers from 1 to n. One and the same, both the meanings are same. So this n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 up to so on into 3 into 2 and into 1. Or one can write it as 1 into 2 into 3 and so on into n minus 2 into n minus 1 and into 1. We know that multiplication is a commutative. In number, multiplication is a commutative. So, the n factorial is the product of all natural numbers from 1 to that n. Now, here one special notation or one special case is defined, that 0 factorial. Here we define a 0 factorial equals to 1. This is the particular definition or particular value for 0 factorial. Now remember one thing, 0 factorial is 1. Now here if we consider some properties of the factorial notations, suppose we consider one particular example. Suppose consider 8 factorial. Now by using the definition of factorial, the value of this 8 factorial will be 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 and into 1. This is the value for 8 factorial. But if we consider these last 6 numbers, that is 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, this is the product of 1 to 6, or we can say that product from 6 to 1. And by using definition, this product is nothing but 6 factorial. So this 8 factorial can be written as 8 into 7 into 6 factorial. Now maybe one can consider last 7 numbers, that is the product from 1 to 7. Now product from 1 to 7 is nothing but 7 factorial. So this again can be written as 8 into 7 factorial. One can consider the product of last 4 numbers, that is the 4 factorial. So this can be written as again 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 factorial and so on. It means that for any natural number n factorial, this n factorial can be written as a factorial of any number which is less than n. Which is less than n, but it should be greater than 1 because the least natural number is 1. So for n factorial we can reduce it up to the less number factorial of less number, which is less than n factorial. This is the first property which can be used in every problem of a permutation and combination. Now this is the first property. Now the second property is, for any natural numbers m and n, for any natural number m and n, m plus n factorial is not equals to m factorial plus n factorial. That is, this shows that factorial notation is not a distributive. M plus n factorial is not equals to m factorial plus n factorial, but here it is the one more result for this one. Since m plus n factorial, m plus n factorial is divisible by m factorial as well as n factorial. It is divisible by both. So we can write it here as m plus n factorial is divisible by m factorial and n factorial. Similarly, number 3, m into n factorial. M into n factorial is not equals to m factorial into n factorial. Is not equals to m factorial into n factorial. Also, for the subtraction, we can say that number 3 or 4, if m is greater than n, if we consider a natural number, m is greater than another natural number n, then we can say that m minus n factorial, obviously this is greater than 0 because m is greater than n, so this subtraction is positive or greater than 0. So m minus n factorial, again this is not equals to m factorial minus n factorial. M factorial minus n factorial. And here also this n factorial, that is the lower number, small number, is divisible by m factorial. Is divisible by m factorial. M factorial is divisible by n factorial. So here we write also m factorial is divisible by n factorial. So these all are some basic properties for the factorial notation or factorial, in which this first concept, that is, for any number, its factorial can be represented as a factorial of a number less than it. Here we write this 8 factorial in terms of 6 factorial, that is 8 into 7 into 6 factorial, or one can write it as 8 into 7 factorial, or 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 factorial, and so on. This is the main thing. Now, depending on this factorial notation, now we solve some examples. We solve some examples in which we find the value of the unknown. Now, the first type of question is find n. Find n from the following. Now, the first problem is n upon 8 factorial equals to 3 upon 6 factorial plus 1 upon 4 factorial. 1 upon 4 factorial. Now, for this example, see here 8 factorial, 6 factorial, 4 factorial. There are 3 numbers with factorial notation. So, we have to convert this into a single same number or same denominator. That is, we can represent this 8 factorial either in 6 factorial or in 4 factorial, or this 6 factorial into 8 factorial or 4 factorial, and so on. Now here we write n upon 8 factorial equals to, now here it is the 6 factorial. Suppose we convert this 6 factorial into 8 factorial. Now what is the 8 factorial? 8 factorial is nothing but the multiplication from 8 to 1. So here we write additional 8 into 7. And here also 8 into 7. That is, in the first term of RHS, we multiply and divide by 8 into 7. We multiply and divide by 8 into 7. So totally this becomes 8 factorial. Similarly, here we have to make the 8 factorial. The number is 4 factorial is given. So multiply the numbers, the natural numbers which are greater than 4 and less than 8, less than or equals to 8. So this can be written as 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 factorial. And so since we divide it by this number, so we multiply 8 into 7 into 6 into 5. So now by the first property, 8 into 7 into 6 factorial, this becomes 8 factorial. Similarly, now this product is, suppose 3 into 56 plus 56 into 30 and divided by this 8 factorial again. Since 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 factorial, here it is n upon 8 factorial. Now this 8 factorial gets cancelled since each denominator is 8 factorial. Now take this product, so we get n equals to 168 plus 1680. 1680. Now taking the addition, we get n equals to 1848. This is the value of n. This is the value of n. Now since this is the first example, now we consider the second example. Now in second example, again we have given n upon 6 factorial, n upon 6 factorial equals to 4 upon 8 factorial plus 3 upon 6 factorial. 3 upon 6 factorial. Now here also we have to find the value of n. Now here there are two terms with 6 factorial. So it is easy to convert this 8 factorial in terms of 6 factorial. So to solve this example, we can write n upon 6 factorial equals to 4 upon, this 8 factorial can be written as 8 into 7 into 6 factorial. 8 into 7 into 6 factorial by using the property. So plus this 3 upon 6 factorial as it is. Now again this 6 factorial gets cancelled. This 4 to the 8. So we get the finally n equals to 1 upon 14 plus 3. 1 upon 14 plus 3, and so if we take this multiplication, cross multiplication, we get 1 plus 42 upon 14, and that is n equals to 43 upon 14. So we get the next n is 43 upon 14. Now we consider more examples. Now example number 3. Now the next example is 17 minus n factorial upon 14 minus n factorial equals to 5 factorial. Now 17 minus n factorial upon 14 minus n factorial equals to 5 factorial. Now in this, two terms in LHS, that is the 17 minus n and 14 minus n. The greater term is, larger term is 17 minus n. So we represent this 17 minus n factorial in terms of 14 minus n factorial. So this 17 minus n factorial can be written as 17 minus n into 16 minus n into 15 minus n, subtracting 1 in each term. That is 17 minus n as it is, 17 minus n minus 1, that is 16 minus 1. Again 16 minus n minus 1 becomes 15 minus n. Now 15 minus n minus n becomes 14 minus n, and it is factorial because the denominator is 14 minus n factorial divided by this 14 minus n factorial, and the RHS is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That is the value of 5 factorial. Again see here, we write 5 factorial as 5 into 5 minus 1, that is 4, into 4 minus 1, that is 3, and same things here. 17 minus n factorial, this can be written as 17 minus n into 17 minus n minus 1, that is 16 minus 1, into 16 minus n minus 1, that is 15 minus n, and so on. Now here this 14 minus n factorial, this 14 minus n factorial gets cancelled. Now write the LHS. 17 minus n into 16 minus n into 15 minus n equals to, now the product of 5 into 4, that is 20, 20 into 3 60, 60 into 2 120. That is the value for 5 factorial. Here since the LHS is product of 3 consecutive natural number, we try to write the RHS also the product of 3 consecutive numbers. So here this can be written as 17 minus n, 16 minus n, 15 minus n equals to, this can be written as 6 into 5 into 4. Since 6 into 5 into 4 becomes 120 and 6, 5, 4 are the 3 consecutive natural numbers. So comparing on both sides, that is the greater number, larger number, or the smaller number, any one number. So we get, by comparing, we can write 17 minus n equals to 6. 17 minus n equals to 6, and therefore we get n equals to 17 minus 6, that is equals to 11. So we get n equals to 11. Since if one can compare the smallest number from both sides, see the smallest number from LHS is 15 minus n and from RHS it is 4. If we try to compare this one, so we get 15 minus n equals to 4, which also gives n equals to 15 minus 4, that is n equals to 11. This shows that you can compare any one number, that is the larger number from both sides or the smaller number from both sides. Remember here one thing, for such examples, the LHS appears to be a product of consecutive natural numbers. Don't take the product in LHS. Try to write the RHS as a product of consecutive numbers like this. Here we write 120 equals to 6 into 5 into 4. It is easy to calculate, and so by comparing these two terms we get n equals to 11. Now we consider one more example of same type. Now the next example is 15 minus n factorial divided by 13 minus n factorial equals to 12. Equals to 12. Now to solve this again, this 15 minus n is the larger number or it is greater than 13 minus n factorial. So represent or convert this 15 minus n factorial in terms of 13 minus n factorial. So the numerator can be written as 15 minus n. Now 15 minus n minus 1 becomes 14 minus n. And 14 minus n becomes 13 minus n factorial divided by this 13 minus n factorial as it is, and equals to 12. Now this 13 minus n factorial gets cancelled. So remaining terms are 15 minus n into 14 minus n equals to. Now see here, the LHS is product of two consecutive natural numbers. So write this 12 as a product of two consecutive natural numbers. So this 12 can be written as 4 into 3. That is the product of 4 and 3. That is the consecutive natural numbers. Two consecutive natural numbers. Now comparing the terms. Again compare the least term or the largest term. We get now 15 minus n equals to 4, which gives n equals to 15 minus 4, and so again we get n equals to 11. We get n equals to 11. Like this we can use the factorial notation. Now in next lecture we start with our basic concept, combination and permutation, or permutation and combination. Thank you.